Guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So I haven't had a chance, dude, it's just been so busy. This celebration, it's insane how much stuff there is, right? All the events, the characters were very hype. Of course, we had the controversy with the new banner format, right? It's just a insanely busy time for Dokkan, I would say. Now, in the midst of it, we do have two EZA characters who are going to show up. We have Namek Goku, right? Very exciting. And then LR Full Power Frieza. Both are going to get their EZA details. I want to take a look at it here in the Dokkan now. So, here's the thing. Okay, alright, let's see. So, this Goku and then Frieza can EZA during the campaign period. They come out on the 2nd, I believe. So, I believe what's going to happen is tomorrow night, about 24 hours from now, they are going to go ahead and tweet out the details, I assume. And then, you know, first data download, and then the second, they'll actually drop the units, right? Alright, let's go ahead and see what we got here. Here are their abilities, which I'm sure you're all curious how. Yes, Kodo, yeah, we are. Alright, so Goku is Super Saiyans are playing at Namek Saga, 3 key, 170%. It's a fine leader skill. Right, like, you put that on a good character, and it's fine. Super Saiyans is a solid team. Okay. So Goku gets 2 key and 150% attack and defense at the start of turn. That is pretty good. Now, I believe Goku has ridiculously high stats. Like, I don't have the numbers here, but it's like Goku is like up over 13,000 defense. You know, he's at like 20,000 attack. So his stats are very, very high. So these type of numbers here are going to work very well with just a huge, right, like, amount of stats he has. He also gives himself 2 key right here now. This is relevant because this Goku has one of the best link sets in the game. If you take a look at it, honestly, this is like ideal. Besides Z Fighters, which isn't really too crazy, but then All in the Family, Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Shocking Speed, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle. That's disgusting. That's like, having Saiyan Lineage, Prepare for Battle, and Shocking Speed is so nasty. Like, this guy is a dream to run on, like, the Goku family team. Many characters, like Tech Ultimate Gohan, EGL Kid Gohan, Tech Dokkan Fest Pan, they are going to work a lot better next to an All in the Family character. The only thing that does suck is that when Goku transforms into Super Saiyan, he loses All in the Family and Saiyan Lineage, which both would be very helpful. So that is a bummer. But a great link set on him. And then he gets the extra attack and defense with each attack received. Okay, so they cut that down, because it used to be he had to be hit, what, 4 times? Yeah, so it's just twice. Okay, sure. So that's his passive. Transforms when conditions are met. Because they did not show that, I assume it's still the same. 70% or less starting from the 3rd turn from the start of battle. That's not bad. The issue, though, is that this is a stacking character only after he transforms, right? So it's like you could get cucked and you're not transforming until deep into the fight, and then that can become an actual issue for this Goku. So he's still going to have that. Like, so what they did for his super attack effect right here, he previously had the attack, and they just gave him defense. I don't really go super crazy for this. This Goku is not a slot 1 character, right? He's not going to have the defense to hold down slot 1 in like a tough stage. So him giving this defense to all allies is pointless. It does nothing, right? If they're going to do this, to make this like relevant, I feel like they need to start doing these for 2 turns. If this was a 2-turn buff, that would be pretty good, I think. But just that 1 turn, it's not, you're not winning events off of that extra defense he gives right there. Alright, so Super Saiyan Goku. He's getting 3 key, 180% attack and defense at the start of the turn. That is pretty high with, again, his LR stat. This guy legitimately has LR stats. So, like, that is high. Then he gets another 59% defense on HP 77% or less. Certainly could be good. Another 59% attack for the rest of the battle after he gets hit. Medium chance of guard. And then the guard, and then a high chance to crit for 4 turns when guard is activated. Yeah. So, what did they do? They gave him a huge buff in stats and the key. The extra defense when his HP is below 77%. Well, they gave him an extra turn on that. Interesting. You know, alright, here's the fix for this Goku, right? Immediately we can already tell that I feel like this guy is good, but he is not like, oh my god, like future Gohan who? Turles who? Move aside Tech VB, like, he's not all that, right? And he does still stack defense immense and lowering enemy attack and defense, yeah. So he gained the lower attack. Pointless. What? Do they... okay, lowering attack and ceiling are useful on turn 1, right? It's like Dokkan Battlefield, turn 1. Super Battle Road Stages, turn 1. Even Red Zone Omega, Red Zone Broly, turn 1. The deeper you go into the fight, the less relevant attack debuffing and ceiling is. So the fact that he gains attack debuffing, that's a bad look for them, I think. Like, that, come on. It does not, that's worthless. It's completely worthless, right? Like, I wonder, do they give him this and say, well, we can't do too much more now? We can't give him too much. It's like, dude, you can't use this. This does nothing. Because you have to transform first, right? So that's not really too good. I think the way this could have been fixed, though, so we could keep the medium chance to guard, whatever. But this, just make this permanent right here. That fixes him a lot. That makes him really a lot better. You still have RNG. I mean, you could still get cucked, right? Like, you just never activate your guard. But if it's just activate it once and then you've got it for the rest of the fight, I think that would be more than fair. But this, like, 4 turns, like, nah, man. He does stack the potential to guard, but, like, I mean, you guys know, it's like this is not great. Medium chance, you're not, like, oftentimes winning off of this. You're losing off of this, is what happens. Very unfortunate. He does still have this rage mode. Under 50% HP starting from the 5th turn. Okay. Now, they did give him a change for his rage mode as well, actually. I do think it is a pretty handy change. This is a good change. So he changes AGL key spheres to SCR key spheres and creates another type of key sphere to rainbow. That's really good, actually. That is actually super good. The reason I think this is so good is because, let's say you're fighting Salmax, right? Toughest fight in the game right now. If you would, like, get to that turn, you transform with Goku. He's going to give you probably the STR orbs you need to, you know, get your super attacks with him. But rainbow key spheres are so valuable. Like, there's a good chance you get your 3 supers with him there, and then you're still going to have rainbow key spheres left over to benefit the next real rotation you get as well. So this is good. This is a nice change right here. Back in the day, I feel like his rage mode, like, pretty much sucked. Like, it wasn't really too useful. Could be a little bit better now. I don't know how much damage he's going to be doing, though, in this, right? Like, it's not like he's going to be blowing it away. I feel like this is essentially a giant form, right? These giant characters, AGL Cell taught us what it is. They need to be doing guaranteed crits always. Always. They have to do guaranteed crits. So, this guy, I think all this is fine. This is good. I do like this, that they gave him the extra orb changing is cool. But he should be doing guaranteed crits as well. Every attack should be a guaranteed crit, just like Cell. AGL Cell can put in a lot of work with his transformation, his giant mode, because he does guaranteed crits. They didn't give that to this Goku, which is very unfortunate. So there he is. I can't just sit here and say, like, how great is he going to be. I feel like this guy has the potential to be the best EZA TUR, and he has the potential to be completely ass as well. It's tough. This is a bummer. I remember when this guy came out. This was opposite Super Vegito, Legends 1 year anniversary. I remember me and Goresh were talking, stunned. Dokkan is trying to go at Legends to drop this guy, right? Like, remember, this is the first Super Saiyan Goku Dokkan Fest. Dropping him opposite Legends anniversary, it was like Dokkan was going to war with Legends. Legends did win that too, by the way. Legends got top grossing with Super Vegito 1 year anniversary, and Dokkan did not. This guy did not get top grossing, I believe. I believe Dokkan was... I think Dokkan was 2 and Legends was 1, I think. I'd have to go back and double check. But I remember specifically that Legends did beat Dokkan head-to-head with this, right? But this, I really feel like they should have made this guy better. honestly, you could just high chance right there and then permanent right there is fine. I think base Goku, either give him 2 turns for this. He should be stacking defense and base as well, I feel like. I don't know, they just didn't. This is a very hyped character. They could have done better. He's good, but he's just like all the other EZA TURs. Sometimes they'll be super good, sometimes they won't be as good, right? Like, this guy actually fits in completely in line with STR Rose, AGL Turles, Tech VB. He's exactly that type of character. Sometimes he will be a god. Other times he'll get you killed instantly or fall off or not be that crazy. All the EZA the top EZA TURs all have been like this recently. Huge RNG fests for all of them. And Goku has the same thing here. Alright. Full Power Frieza. Leader skills completely fodder. Full power category, key 4 of 150% of stats. Throwaway. It's nothing. You're not using that. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, so he gets 4 key at the start of turn, 120% attack and defense, okay. Another 40% defense on super. And he is super effective against all types on 18 key. Okay, that is good. But then 2 key, 40% attack under 80% HP, under 60% HP. Guaranteed crit when HP is 40% or less. Disables the enemy's action once if HP is 40% or less when attacking. So if it's a super critical situation, you will nullify the enemy action. These are very powerful, right? Especially in this era of these bosses just doing so much damage you can't really tank a lot of times. Being able to nullify the actions is very handy. But, like, this is just not good enough, right? Like, I don't know. Like, when they're dropping these like, Cooler, Red Zone Cooler does 800,000 damage on a super attack turn 1, right? So if your character has 500k defense, Cooler is doing 300,000 damage to them, right? But if it's a super class, it's going to do more, right? If, you know, it's like, the problem, I feel like a lot of the major characters this year, premium units, have been designed very well. You know, besides poor Raditz, right? Besides Goditz. A lot of these Dokkan Fests and LRs and stuff like that have had good designs. A lot of them are looking good. I think they're holding up well, right? A character like Majin Vegeta is aging, like, he's, like, better now than he was on release, right? Like, you know, stuff like that is cool, but these types of characters, like, this is just, like, they're giving us, like, a complete throwaway day 1, right? Like, this unit is power crept already. This is not good. Like, you got to give these units way more defense in this. 40% defense when performing a super attack? Dude, that should be like 300% defense, right? And then he should have more, right? Like, performs a crit when HP is 40% or less. No, dude. Give us guard when 70% damage reduction when HP is 40% or less. That's how you got to start building these characters. Yeah, oh, he does a crit. Awesome. We crit the boss. Oh, we got supered for 1,000,000 damage. We lost. Right? Like, that's... I feel like this is like... he already had this, though, didn't he? I think this is already something he had. Yeah, he did. The guaranteed crit was already in there. It's like... But it's different. They changed it. He had a lot more attack buffs, which they... this is terrible. I hate this. This is a joke. Okay. Let's see what else they've got. What do we just got to see? A super attack effects? Yeah. 50% is really good on 18 key. 30% attack and defense, mega colossal damage. He loses 5% HP. Not the biggest deal ever, but I mean, characters shouldn't even be doing that at all. Right? Like, I don't think, like, this doesn't cause you to lose. What are your thoughts? Oh, yeah? What are your thoughts? Kodo, please. Please. No, look at this face. Nah, man. Yeah, he's like, oof. Man, maybe we could have gone a little bit more than 40%, huh? Yeah, these ECAs will be available in part 1 of the campaign. A lot of excitement. People are looking forward to them a lot. That face, nah, he knew, man. I'm sorry. Come on, give me that. Frame this for me. What are your thoughts? Kono's saying, "What are your thoughts?" He's like, "Yeah, they suck, dude. I'm sorry, they're ass." Yeah, Frieza's balls. My bad, man. I don't know what they're thinking. This is like completely unrunnable day one. This is just not good enough. Like, damage. Oh my god, he does a lot of damage. Who cares? Every unit does good damage, right? They're all doing decent damage. What separates units these days in these tough fights is at least being able to tank, right? I was about to mention LR Cooler, but he's like, I don't know, in contention for best unit in the game, so maybe let me not. But, like, you know, LR Cooler's the most damaging character in the game, or one of them. It's like, on any given second, he could just decide, I'm ending this fight with a million attacks. But at any given second, he could be like, all right, I'm now an impenetrable fortress of defense. If he does, you know, 4 12-key supers or something like that. I feel like they gotta buff these characters, man. If they're gonna drop bosses that are doing, like, 1.8 million damage, like Cell Max, Red Zone Cooler came out during this, Red Zone Cooler came out during this celebration, and he does 1.5 million. He would one-shot this Frieza, right? Like, Goku, if his guard is up, could probably live. But, like, it's like, they have to jump the standard of defense up for these types of characters, because it's just like, it's not worth it. It's not gonna work, right? Like, this is where I feel like the difficulty of these events can become very worrisome for people, is if, like, a unit like this drops and it's just like, all right, well, yeah, no, you guys failed, right? Like, that's exactly why I think future Gohan is so good, because in a lot of these fights, he can actually take hits, right? Whereas a lot of these other EZA TURs, you know, STR Rose, you're running him out there with, like, 200k defense a lot of the time. Have fun. Have fun, man. He dies. He gets melted, right? Like, these units have got to be doing better. Even, like, EZA characters, like, they gotta have, like, 700k defense after super at least, man. For real. They have to. Or it's just like, no good. No good. The new standard for good defense, again, if you're not rocking guard, dodge, damage reduction, you gotta be way the hell up there, dude. You do. It's very scary out there nowadays, right? The 200% leader skill meta has shaken things up. So I think that this guy's going to be a complete throwaway. I just don't really see much value in him nearly anywhere, right? Best I could say would be you get destroyed. You have all of his buffs up, including the guaranteed crit, which is strong. But, like, again, I really wish that they would make these characters better. He's already super effective against all types. He doesn't need crit as well, right? It's just a waste. That could have been something more meaningful. Even Carnival LR Goku suffers from this problem, where he's already super effective against all types, and then he gains crit. Like, we don't need both. Pick one or the other. It's the LR Tech Gogeta issue as well. It does seem like when Dokkan is, like, counting both, like, separately, when it's, like, almost the same, it's the same thing, basically. Crits are obviously better, but, like, you know, like, change this to more defense or something else, right? Or change this to something else. Don't have both. Both is bad. You don't want both. You don't want super effective against all types and a crit. You don't want both. You just do not want both. It's not that productive. This guy can win you fights, right? This guy's good. But I do feel like they could have made him a bit stronger. He is on a lot of teams, so it's like, for sure, maybe if they make him too strong, he's too crazy, but, like, dude, they are pushing the bosses up, which is good. I like that, but they then at the same time have to give us the options to combat these bosses. And, you know, it's like, yeah, LR Cooler and, you know, summonable units and stuff like that, for sure, but, like, an EZA like this, like, they could have made this guy good. It wouldn't, they don't lose money out of that. Like, you know, this guy's good. People aren't, like, free-to-play players aren't on the subreddits going, I beat Cell Max thanks to Goku. Goku saved the day, right? Like, it's probably not going to happen. Like, he'll help, but, like, that's not probably going to happen, right? Like, they can make these units better, so. Let me know what you guys think of these two EZAs. I don't see it with this guy at all. This guy will be good. He'll be useful. Sometimes not as useful. Sometimes he's really good, right? It's like, if this guy gets his guard off, he's God. Just point blank. You get the guard off with this guy, he will dominate. But you got to get the guard, right? Good luck. Good luck. Hold on, let's end. What are your thoughts? He said, oh, damn. Don't ask me. Dakota, please. Don't make me say anything.